Welcome back to the channel. My name is Thomas Fletcher and I'm the host of the LCSW network. If you're new to the channel, please do me a favor by smashing that like button, by subscribing to the channel, and by sharing this video with your social work colleagues and friends. The purpose of this channel is to create a community of hope and support, where social workers can come together for relevant news, information, and inspiration. So welcome back to another Self-Care Saturday. As you can see, I'm in one of my favorite places in the San Gabriel River Spreading Ground Basin, which is next to San Gabriel River Bike Trail. And we have another installation of Self-Care Saturday. So in today's episode, we will be talking about creating an early warning signs action plan. And this is the continuing series that we've been talking about, where we started out talking about the 5 key recovery concepts. We talked about the wellness toolbox. We've talked about the daily maintenance plan. And last time we talked about the trigger action plan. So today we're talking about early warning signs and early warning signs action plan. So early warning signs are just those internal signs or symptoms that we're moving out of our, what I like to call, out of our wellness zone, and we're moving slowly but surely into, you could either call it a danger zone, crisis zone, and we want to take immediate action when we notice these internal signs and symptoms. So let's look at some common early warning signs that many people experience, especially now. We're coming up on the end of the year. For those of you that are watching this, well, everybody that's watching this is going to be watching this in the future. But when I'm filming this at the end of December 2020, and we've experienced so many things. We've experienced so many triggers that could trigger early warning signs in many of us, if not all of us. And early warning signs can come in response to triggers, and they can also come out of the blue. So let's examine some common early warning signs. Some common early warning signs may include anxiety or nervousness, forgetfulness, lack of motivation, feeling slowed down or speeded up, avoiding doing things on my daily maintenance plan, avoiding others or isolating, beginning irrational thought patterns, increased irritability or negativity, increase in smoking, not keeping appointments, spending money impulsively, feelings of discouragement or hopelessness, substance abuse, failing to buckle one's seatbelt, not answering the phone, overeating or undereating, and weepiness. And there's many others, but these are some common ones. So what we want to do is, just like we identified what our triggers are in the last episode, we want to identify what our early warning signs may be, and then create an early warning signs action plan. And again, just like with the trigger action plan, what we're going to do is we are going to go into our handy dandy wellness toolbox and either pull out the wellness tools that we've already put there. And remember, the wellness toolbox is just a list of tools, a list of things that are safe, simple, inexpensive, or free that we can do to keep ourselves well. So we're going to do the same thing for the early warning signs. We're going to go into our wellness toolbox and we're going to find the right tools to deal with our early warning signs. So here are some common, here's a common early warning sign, or an example of an early warning sign that you may choose. The first thing you might want to do is do things on your daily maintenance plan, whether you feel like it or not. The next thing you might want to do is talk to a supporter or counselor to tell them how you're feeling and ask for their advice. You could also do peer counseling at least once a day until the early warning signs diminish. You could also do at least one focusing exercise a day, do at least 3 10-minute relaxation exercises each day, write in your journal for at least 15 minutes each day, spend at least 1 hour involved in an activity that you enjoy, ask others to take over your household responsibilities for a day. And if you are in recovery from substances, you could go to a 12-step meeting. All right, so these are just some common these are just some common examples of early warning sign action plan. Again, it really is as simple as identifying what your early warning signs are and then taking the steps by, again, going into your wellness toolbox and using those wellness tools to identify what's going on. I know for myself, this time of the year, I do go into mild bouts of seasonal affective disorder. Nothing clinical, nothing that incapacitates me from doing my job, and but I do notice the increased irritability, and I have to check myself. I have to go into my journal, which is what I do. I go into my journal and I write about what might be going on this year. I also might go back to years past. I might want to identify what's causing the irritability. Maybe it's missing family and friends that are no longer with us. One of my grandmothers passed away like 6 or 7 years ago in December. So I know for myself that December nowadays is not the happiest time of the year that it used to be, because I used to spend time with my grandmother. I was just thinking about that this morning, how me and my brothers and my parents, we would visit my grandparents in Queens every Christmas. It was so special, and we talked about that, guys. We talked about how examples of triggers are anniversaries of losses. And we have to acknowledge these triggers, because these triggers can trigger an early warning sign. So for myself, I have to identify that increased irritability is probably, especially at this time of the year, is connected to me missing my grandmother that I was very close with. And I have to journal that, and I have to talk about that to my family members around me, and maybe reminisce about the good memories that I had with my grandmother. And so that can be an example of something that I would put in my early warning sign action plan, is reminiscing about my grandmother, talking to other family members about my grandmother, and the beautiful times we had together over the years, especially at this time of the year, the Christmas holidays. So today, again, we talked about early warning signs, the importance of identifying them, and the importance of creating an early warning sign action plan that consists of wellness tools. All right, guys, so my challenge for you this week is to identify what your early warning signs are, and then to create an early warning action plan for yourselves. All right, I want to thank you all for watching this video. I want to thank all my viewers and all my subscribers for the support that you've shown me in this brief time that I've been on YouTube. So I want to thank you all as we're approaching the end of the year. Thank you for all that you do for your clients, for your agency, and for the profession. Please continue to support each other and yourselves. Bye for now.